I've got 80 planners that are seconds. It's really frustrating. The platform is not like it was in the good old days. Hello, good morning and welcome to another week here at the Pigeon's Nest. We are in full Christmas prep. Not even prep, just full Christmas go. Today I am mainly going to be cracking on making my tiny glass bauble pumpkins. Pumpkins? That's not what I mean. Today I'm going to be focusing on making my tiny crochet critters that go into the glass baubles that I sell every Christmas. I've already had a few orders. So yeah, let's crack on. I've done my run, I've had a shower. Let's get to work. that my penguins go into. I've got an 8cm one, and accidentally last year I bought some 10cm ones. So I'm doing couples and singles this year. So I'll do those until these run out, I think. I don't think I'll continue to do couples, but I'm gonna glue in the other elements now. These are pre-snowed, so I've already put the fake snow in these. Let's talk about why I am staying in a toxic relationship with Etsy. I've been on Etsy since 2013. Yes, I am that old. That the platform is not like it was in the good old days. Things change. You have to roll with the punches. Technology changes, buyers change, the world has changed. There was a friggin' pandemic in 2020. Other platforms arise. Stuff happens. I also was one of 5 team leaders who was part of the Brighton Etsy team for the last 5 years. I started taking over the team with my lovely friends at the beginning of 2019, and we gave it up this January in 2024. So I have had a somewhat contact with Etsy HQ. I know how to do the tags and the titles, all the stuff. I've been there, I've done it, I do it. So why are my views 55% down this time last year to this time this year? I am 33% down on views this year compared to last year overall. And I don't think that my products have changed massively in that time for that drop to be there. Part of it, a massive part of it could be that in 2020, I started my own website. So I stopped funneling stuff to Etsy, because why would I do that when I have a website? And this year in particular, I have now set up my website to take international orders. So I was relying on Etsy to do all my international orders. I was pushing my international orders there. I now have reclaimed that onto my website. That could be a factor, but it's not just me. I was in the Brighton Etsy team with 4 other amazing women who are also seeing this decline in views. And we're not just talking about profits here and revenue and money, just physical eyes on your products. And I mean, that's how you make sales. I will say that my takings this year of Etsy have been the same as they were pre-pandemic. So I had a massive spike during the pandemic, as most of us did as Etsy sellers. And it has, stepped down. And maybe 2022, I was kind of back to where I was pre-pandemic with a little lift last year. And then this year, I'm on track for you know, 2019, 2018 numbers, which is fine. Like, that's fine. Also, knowing that I've now got my website and I'm dragging all my own traffic there, like, I'm actually pretty happy with those sales on Etsy. I don't think that's bad. It feels quieter because the last 4 years have been so busy on Etsy. I think that's a massive reason. However, I still think Etsy is really toxic. The fees are not very well explained to sellers. I've had numerous instances of Etsy pals having their shop shut for no reason whatsoever. And the seller kind of base there now, I feel like Etsy are catering very well to the buyers, but they are not looking after the sellers, the ones who pay for the service. The problem with Etsy shutting shops is actually all that section is now done by AI. It's done not by a real human unless you can test it as a seller, and then maybe a real human will look into it. So I have massive problems with that. I also have massive, huge issues with the hoop jumping that they make us do as sellers. You know, the star seller program eventually is going to be the benchmark, and then you're not going to be seen if you're under star seller. So they already have the seller standard that I think they already take you out of search listings. I truly believe that at some point, the ADHD is ADHDing, I can see the patterns coming, that star seller will be that benchmark in the future. So if you're not reaching the star seller, you won't be shown. If you're doing drop shipping, if you are making AI art, if you are just buying tat off AliExpress and reselling it, you have time to play the games. If you are a handmade seller or a smaller business like me, I was a handmade seller. I don't hand make as much. However, I do prep all my kits by hand. I hand wind the yarn. I do all of that stuff. Just me. It's just me. You don't have time to muck about with all this stuff to try and get star seller. I'm sorry, I don't have the capacity for it. Also, there's been a whole debacle with free shipping. They want you to offer free shipping. They have then, there is localization where you aren't shown if you don't do free shipping for certain countries. They don't talk about it, but it definitely is evident within the community. The community have definitely felt it. So yeah, I don't like the shady practices at all. And the caliber of products that are on there now is very different to when I started. And like I said, times have changed, the world has changed, you roll with the punches, you get on with it, but it just means that I don't want to have my products there anymore. The buyers who come onto Etsy now are looking for small, giftable, cheap items. It's not the platform I enjoy selling on the most. So why don't you just leave, Pigeon? Why don't you just go? One of the big reasons I want to stay on Etsy is that I don't want somebody impersonating me on there as my business and selling tat to my customers and ruining my business, because I think I just don't trust nobody. I don't trust nobody. I'm making money there, to be honest. I'm still making money and new customers are still finding me there. So the thing I'm going to be doing going forward is actually I'm going to be removing off maybe 2/3 of my products. 2/3 of them are sat there doing nothing, not getting any views, not being seen, not being sold. So what's the point of them sitting there? I'm letting you guys know this so that if you go and look for something on my Etsy shop, it might not be there, but it will always be on my website, because that's where my business is now. Everything will be on my website. I do ship internationally on my website. So that's where it will be. I will be keeping my best sellers and my smaller ticket items on Etsy, because I do still find customers there, just a much smaller number now. So yeah, that's what's happening. That's why I'm staying in a toxic relationship. Good morning. So, last year I designed a planner and I did it very last minute. Fine, no probs. It sold so many copies. I had to do 3 restocks. I ended up selling over 200 planners, which was amazing. I've done my pre-order this year and they arrived on Saturday and they are all misaligned. I cannot tell you the rage I feel in my soul. And now I have to spend my morning chatting to the print company, who I will not be using again after this, because this is the second time in a row that I've ordered from them and the order has come incorrect. So in the summer I ordered, everything was aligned beautifully, but it had the wrong covers on. They were textured and not plain, which I know some people don't care about, and some of my customers were like, that's fine, I don't care if it's got a textured cover, I'm going to cover it in stickers anyway. Fine, fine, fine. However, it's not what I ordered. And as a small business, I now have to sell those as seconds because it's not what I ordered, and it's not what my customers expected either. So I'm now on a chat with them because they don't do emails. They just do a live chat, so I got to sit here all friggin' morning ready to respond to the live chat, because it's not like I can carry it around with me and do the dog walk and go to the unit and all that sort of stuff. I've got to exist in my kitchen this morning. And I know some of you will be like, Pigeon, I'm sure the misalign isn't that bad. I'm going to show you. So this is what I ordered in the summer. As you can see, the cover is textured. That's not what I want. I want this sort of cover. Now, the main difference between these, as you can see, is the binding is different, which means the files need to be aligned differently. Now, this is my small biz planner. As you can see, beautifully aligned. This is the small biz planner they've just sent me. Not beautifully aligned. They have changed the binding. There was no information on, careful, we've changed our binding recently, please make sure your files realign. This is my personal planner. I wasn't able to go in and check the files on this one because it was a simple reorder. From the summer, I ordered these in July. They've changed their wire binding and not actually updated the customers, not put an announcement banner, done nothing. Now I've got 80 planners that are seconds because I can't sell them like this to my customers. I don't want to do that. So I'm super frustrated about that because I've now got, it's not just the fact, yes, I can sell them as seconds. They're undated, they will sell. I've got to store them. I've got to store them in the unit somewhere. Yeah, it's just another thing about being a small business. I'm not using this company again. This was Doxy. Actually, I'm going to tell you. So yeah, I won't be using Doxy again. I have had a couple of my lovely community reach out and say, have you tried these guys? So I've got a couple of other printers lined up for printing in the future because I'm done with this now. I did manage to crochet this last night. I have an open house at the end of the month, and I find that finished items actually do much better in like craft situations. So I've whipped this up kind of freehand, and I am starting another one over here freehand as well while I'm waiting for these buggers to sort this out. Finish this vlog here. Thank you for coming with me on just a regular week in my small business. It's just a regular week, guys. Oh, dog is choking. He's fine. Yeah, thank you so much for coming along with me. Please like and share my videos. It really helps other people who like this chaotic sort of content find it. I super appreciate that. Oh, they're typing. They are typing. There's typing going on the planners. I will update you in the next vlog. I will see you later. Bye, guys.